What's the crack, people? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about beards and how long I've been growing mine for, which is since the 13th of January this year. I decided to go for a full year-long beard, full yeared, and I ended up today thinking it's time for its first trim. And I think I'm not too gone on the rules for growing up for a year. I kind of just researched online when I decided to do it for the first year, and I thought, oh, maybe just no shaving at all throughout the whole year. You're not allowed. But what kept popping up was getting it trimmed, and one of the sites I found it on said that you can only trim it 3 times in the year, which is, say, every 4 months. So every 4 months you get it trimmed. Take off some of the mustache, because eventually you're going to get problems like this where it's incredibly long and it can go straight into your mouth, and that is not pleasant at all. And so yeah, I just wanted to look up the actual guidelines for it. So I pretty much just came up with my own, which would be I do the full year without trimming it, or get as far as I could without trimming it, and I ended up getting to this point today, and I'm actually 54 days out from, say, the completed beard without getting any trim at all, say on the outside or on the edges or whatever, because it is getting pretty wiry and wild on the edges. And it's coming up on Christmas, and I'm actually meant to get a job, and I don't think people will hire me the way I look. So yeah, so I have 54 days left of that, which would have been the first target in my head, like straight up do it for a year. I'm not trimming it at all. But I went and got a haircut about 2 months ago, and the barber just kind of took a little bit off the top of my off the top lip. Just made everything easier, to be honest. And then I thought, feck it, I'm after doing that, so I may as well get it a trim soon. So I'm gonna do that today. Just get it nice and trimmed up. And like I said, with guidelines and stuff, my own decision was to try and keep it for a full year, so I've actually failed that without trimming it. But I'm still in the city guidelines that were there for you getting it trimmed 3 times a year. So I'm still in that. So I'm still going to tell people, yeah, I grew it for a full year, because I am growing it for a full year. And what I'm asked a lot is why I'm doing it, and there's a couple of reasons. And I suppose one of them is I've always wanted one. I've always wanted a beard, because, like, you see when you're watching movies and stuff, you see all, I wouldn't say the top actors, but like I'm big into like medieval movies and stuff like that, and like Sean Bean in everything, he has some sort of a beard, like, and it's fucking badass. It's like, I don't know how do you explain it. Bruce Willis doesn't have a beard in like any movie ever. He's fucking class in Die Hard, but just imagine with that, if he had this big huge beard going around with the bald head like cleaning lads, he'd look way cooler, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, so the whole medieval thing, I'm big into that, so I just always wanted one for that reason. And like, I don't know, my dad's always had like a goatee, my uncles have beards on and off throughout the years, so it's always been there. As like, I'm gonna try my best to grow that as soon as I can. And like, during school, every guy goes to school, and at some point they start to grow that dirty little mustache, and that's no good. And when I started actually shaving that's probably why this is so thick. This is what it looks like from the side, actually. But mustache is pretty much pure thick because I've been shaving it constantly throughout school. And then when I decided to leave it off, then that's usually the first thing anyone ever says to me as well, is like, geez, your mustache is very impressive. And I joined this group. It's like the Irish Beard Mustache Association. I only joined it just to have a look at the photo albums of like people who've been growing it for like 12 years, 3 months, and I'm looking at it thinking, you know, mine's pretty good for almost a year, and you see lads there who've been growing it for 3 months, and it's like down to here, and it's like, how do you do this? But it's cool. It's a good old fucking group. Everyone has the crack in there. But like, back to say why I decided to do it. There was last year Vikings were casting for season 3 for extras, and you know, I figured having a beard would help, so I started around then, and I got to some way during the summer, and it was kind of, we'll say, I don't know, it's really long now, so maybe half this length all around, maybe knock off an inch and a half, I'd say, and it was grand, you know, and I ended up being picked for as one of the extras for season 3. I was in one episode as an archer, and pretty much got slaughtered by Vikings. It was pretty much 4 or 5 days of filming of just getting bet by the extras who were Vikings, which is great crack. Actually, I'd recommend that to anybody as well if you were going down, if you were any interested in that, or even in the show in general. The Vikings Extras Facebook page, they're usually looking for extras almost like 6, 7, 8 months of the year, like constantly. So if you want to check that page out, if you're interested in it. But yeah, that happened last summer. And then when it came up around, because I've been trimming it then again, and when it came up then around to say the start of the new year, I thought now's the perfect time to try and grow it for a full year. So I got it all shaved off at the day of my birthday on the 13th of January, and I said I'm going to go for the full year without trimming it and without shaving it and all the rest. And at the start it was so embarrassing because it's so patchy. It took like 6 months for it to actually come in anyway, semi-decent, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to trim it as well, just because I wanted to see what it would look like for, you know, the year. And I am now, as I said, 54 days out from growing it, and for the full year, and I'm going to get it trimmed today, just to tidy it up a bit, like I said, about getting jobs and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I'd recommend, I think everyone should do that for a full year at least. Maybe follow the guidelines and get it trimmed every, say, 4 months, so it doesn't look as, you know, wiry in parts, because this does get fair wiry. But I don't know, I think it'll look nice once it's trimmed down, and some of my friends would say it suits me more, and others would just say I look like, you know, I live in a box, which I don't. So yeah, I highly recommend growing a beard for the full year. I just think it's something everyone should do. Every guy should do, unless you're one of those freaks, you know, of women who can grow a beard. Go for it, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get it trimmed down, and I'm gonna keep growing it just because I like having it, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I just wanted to mention as well that this channel almost has 400 subscribers, and I think the goal for the year at the start of January was to try and get to 1,000 subscribers and a total view count of 30,000 views. And I figured the view count would be harder to get, but I actually hit that last week, and the channel is 32,000 views now. But the subscribers, you know, because a lot of people can watch the videos but they might not subscribe, which, you know, fair enough. But so I figured I'd just change the goal. I'd half that to 500, and I'd done that during the summer. I just wrote down to the notebook saying I kept the goal at 30,000 views, which I was actually going to half to 15,000. But that, I think I hit 15,000 in like February, which is crazy, or the end of February, and then it kind of just stagnated throughout there. But yeah, I've changed it anyway to 500 subs for the year, and even for next year I think I might just, if I don't hit it, I'll just keep it going for like the first 6 months of the year to hit 500, and then maybe 750 or something. But I'll pick up the activity again. It's just, it's every time I say it I'm going to put up more videos, I just stop for a while, and it's usually just, it's not of lack of ideas. Like a lot of the YouTubers will tell you, it's frustrating to do it on a daily basis. A lot of people do daily vlogs and stuff, and I don't know if I'd be able to do that for like as the channel like every day. I think people would just get sick of it, and you end up getting tired of doing it yourself as well. But another thing I wanted to say was for Christmas I done the vlog every day in April, and it turned out pretty okay. I think I done like 26 videos out of 30, and some people done that again in August. It's called Vlogust, and now there's Vlogmas. It's vlogging every day in Christmas. I don't think I'd be able to do it, just because, like I said, material wise and stuff, but I might give it a go. And just for the people who are subscribed, if you could comment below, just would you watch it every day if there was a video, just so I can get an idea of you know, interest in it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll have another video up Wednesday. So thanks for watching and good luck.